What do you do when you travel for business and you're sitting next to the new VP that just joined the company on the plane? What are the social benefits of a carry-on luggage? And how to go from a new hire to a rising star over a 2-day business travel? Hi, it's Tess. Welcome to Delegate Revolt TV, the entrepreneur launchpad for travelers and doers. Today we'll talk about how to achieve energy, efficiency, and style on business travel. I will start by telling you a story about what happened in Vegas. I was traveling to Las Vegas with 10 colleagues to attend the biggest trade show in the industry. At boarding, I was upgraded. As I get on the plane, I realized that the new VP who just joined the company 2 weeks ago is sitting next to my seat. So I walked up to her with a smile and sat down. We chatted about how we got upgraded and how we felt about joining the new company. Soon we landed, and we realized that out of 10 people, we're the only 2 that didn't check luggage for a 2-day flight. So the VP told me, Tess, why don't we just get a taxi and go to a hotel first? So I said, sure. So we zipped through the airport, the luggage line, and then the taxi area and jump into a car. This is when I had the second in-person conversation with the new VP, where we chatted about our hobby and our families, and I learned that she also loves traveling. I also learned that she is the cut the crap kind of leadership style, which I really appreciate. And I'm sure she also learned a lot about me, because one can learn a lot about a person from the way she traveled. The next day, we have back-to-back meeting with some of our biggest vendors in the world. The night before, my colleague, who had been in the role for more than 2 years, stayed up till midnight, updating slides, changing numbers, changing fonts, and emailing everybody in 1 o'clock, do they need a hard copy? Me? I only did one thing. I looked at all the names of the vendors that I will meet the next day, and I went to sleep at 11 p.m. The next day at 7 a.m., as planned, I was waiting for my colleagues in the lobby. I already ordered room service, so I already had breakfast and coffee. Yet 2 of my colleagues were late. One was late because she was still looking for breakfast, because she did not check the night before and didn't know that the hotel breakfast didn't open until 7 a.m. And the other was late looking for coffee for the same reason. We don't just function without coffee. So for the next 30 minutes, we were wandering around looking for Starbucks and bakery. At noon, we had a short team debriefing, and the VP asked, "Hey guys, how was your evening?" One colleague said, "Oh, I was so exhausted, so I just ordered room service for dinner. But when I put the tray outside, I locked myself out of my room, so I have to went to lobby in my pajama to get the new key." And the other colleague added and said, "Me too, and I had to went to lobby twice because I forgot my ID on the second trip." This is the first time the VP had an in-person conversation with her new team, and yet these are the stories she heard from their own mouth. In the afternoon, I am about to meet the biggest vendor. I arrived at the venue 10 minutes in advance. Although as a new hire, I had never met this vendor before. But the moment I saw him, I was able to call him in his name as I walked straight up to him with a bright smile and a warm handshake. The VP came to the meeting and sit next to me. My colleague, who worked till midnight the night before, was almost late for the meeting, and she brought 10 copies of the PowerPoints that nobody looked at during the entire meeting. Because this meeting is for us to listen to vendors to tell us their thoughts and feedbacks. After returning to headquarters, I noticed something. When everyone was anxious and worried about the new leadership style and changes, I, as a new hire, was able to build rapport with the new VP over a 2-day business travel. When we meet each other in the hallway or in the meeting room, we would tease each other and make jokes. I couldn't help but wonder. All of my colleagues in the day-to-day office setting are all capable business professionals. Yet there is such a difference in the way we manage travel and energy, and that all reflected in productivity and performance. A day can make or break compared to a year in the office. I am Tess. I have traveled to 27 countries and 5 continents on business travel. My business travel involves me arriving in Europe in an overnight flight, and within a few hours after landing, host client cocktail, answer media questions, and negotiate $1 million contracts in a cocktail dress. In the next few episodes, I want to share with you how to achieve energy, efficiency, and style on the business travel. If you find this helpful, please share and subscribe. And also come to delegaterevolt.com for more lessons learned by an entrepreneur. because you are meant for more than that. So let's make it happen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.